Have you ever experienced this situation? You send a message to a friend. You see the word read pop up, and you feel relieved, thinking, great, they saw it. But then 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even half an hour pass, and there's no reply. In that moment, does your mind start spinning stories? Did I say something wrong? Do they not like me anymore? Or are they just ignoring me? Today, let's talk about why being left on red makes us so anxious and what we can actually do about it. In romantic relationships, this kind of anxiety happens all the time. Imagine this. You're chatting with your crush, everything feels sweet, and you send a cute sticker. They read it instantly. You think, yes, they saw it. But the next second, silence stretches on, no reply. Your mood drops straight to the floor. You start replaying the conversation. Was that joke too awkward? Did I reply too quickly and seem clingy? Or even, did I look bad today and now they suddenly don't like me? But the truth is usually way simpler. Maybe they're at the convenience store checkout, holding a coffee in a lunchbox with no free hand to type. Maybe they just walked into a meeting and their boss is staring at them. It's not that they don't want to reply. They literally can't at the moment. The reason we feel anxious isn't because the other person is rejecting us. It's because our minds love to make up stories, and they almost always pick the worst case scenario. It's like starting a K-drama in your head. You write the script, play the lead role, and break your own heart. It doesn't just happen in love. This anxiety shows up at work too. Imagine sending a report to your boss. They read it, but don't reply. You spend the whole afternoon restless, your brain running wild. Did I make a mistake? Am I about to get yelled at? You even worry, what if I lose my job tomorrow? But what's the reality? Your boss is probably in back-to-back meetings, drowning in messages and emails, with no time to answer. When they finally reply, it might just be a quick, okay, good job. And in that moment, you realize you scared yourself for nothing. That's the tricky part of being left on red. It's not that the other person rejected you. It's that we translate silence into danger. So why does being left on read make us so anxious? Psychology points to a few reasons. First, uncertainty. Humans hate the feeling of being left hanging. Clear rejection hurts less than endless waiting. Second, attachment style. People with anxious attachment pay extra attention to reply speed. In their mind, a fast reply means, I'm loved. A slow reply means, I'm ignored. Third, the spotlight effect. We think our message is a big deal for them. But in reality, they probably read it and moved on, without giving it another thought. So often, we're not waiting for words, we're waiting for reassurance. So what can we do? Here are a few tips. First, set a waiting rule. Tell yourself, don't check for 2 hours. Stop refreshing every minute. This breaks the anxiety loop. Second, distract yourself. Do something else. Get a drink. Wash the dishes. Exercise. Watch a show. Action works better than staring at your phone. Third, change your perspective. Think about it. Haven't you ignored messages just because you were busy? If you've done it, they probably are too. It doesn't mean they don't care. Fourth, stop writing worst-case scenarios in your head. Remind yourself, I'm just guessing. I don't have proof. That one line can stop the drama. Finally, the real solution isn't getting instant replies. It's learning to handle the silence. You can't control when someone replies, but you can control how you spend the waiting. Instead of staring at your phone, do your own thing. Tell yourself, no reply doesn't mean I'm not important. I deserve to be valued, and I don't need instant messages to prove it. As you build this inner sense of security, being left on read stops being a disaster. It becomes just another small pause in life, and you realize you're the one who controls your feelings, not the 2 words on a screen.